AQHA Racing Challenge Update, powered by American Quarter Horse Association.
Hi, I'm Jim Byers. Welcome to the second edition of the AQHA Racing Challenge Update. Throughout the summer, horses in 5 divisions across North America have competed for spots on Bank of America Championship Night, October 21st at Lone Star Park. On that night, each of the 5 divisions has a graded championship on a night full of rich quarter horse racing. Coming up, we'll catch up on all the recent regional challenges. 4 of the 5 divisions have been busy. Only the distance division had the summer off. Let's begin with Q Racing Video Distaff Challenges for fillies and mares 3 and up. At Canterbury Park in Minnesota, it's a Grade 3 challenge. On the inside, Jess Special Folly V breaks rapidly but slightly inward. After straightening, she leads them on a 400-yard chase to go gate to wire and gain a spot in the Grade 1 championship of this division. Ridden by Fernando Fonseca Soto, Jess Special Folly V is an Oklahoma bred by Apolitical Jess, who has taken 3 of her first 4 in 2023. She's trained by Dirk Peary for Mach 4 Racing. This is her first graded victory. At Los Alamitos, the field featured graded winner Lil Longmire, Toxic Relationship, a half-sister to the late world champion Danger, and a $250,000 yearling, Famous Shining Star.
It's Lil Longmire and Famous Shining Star in a protracted battle. Famous Shining Star wins. Lil Longmire.
She's 4 for 4 in 2023 and a 9-time winner to date. Famous Shining Star is a Texas bred by One Famous Eagle, owned by Johnny Trotter and trained by Jose Flores. With Cruz Mendez up, she defeats Lil Longmire with Toxic Relationship third. There's a familiar face, Linder 16, a 9-time Distaff Challenge winner and Grade 1 Distaff Championship victress in 2020. Starting from the rail under Edwin Escobedo, she tries the Prairie Meadows Challenge for the first time, and like the classy mare she is, breaks on top. Despite drifting out, she makes her 4th Distaff final.
Linder 16, just give me a reason. These two renew acquaintances, just give me a reason. Linder 16 held.
That's win number 19 from 38 starts for this Oklahoma-bred daughter of Apolitical Jess. Nosing out, just give me a reason. Trained by Jason Olmstead for Tom Maher and Richard Tobin, Linder 16 has a berth in the Q Racing Video Distaff Championship for the 4th year in a row. The challenge at Ruidoso this summer unfolded as a newly named Grade 3. Number 1 Kiss the Cartel breaks best and sails to her first graded score.
Drifting out, Pop's First Lady, a late charge. Kiss the Cartel holds on to win the AQHA Distaff Challenge.
She holds on indeed, fending off a late bid by Pop's First Lady. Last year, as a 3-year-old, Kiss the Cartel ran 2nd in the Rainbow Oaks and 3rd in the Ruidoso Derby, both Grade 1s. She's trained by Trey Wood for Lonnie Horwood and Cody Horwood. A daughter of Kiss My Hawks, Kiss the Cartel is ridden by Ricky Ramirez. In midsummer, the John Deere Juvenile Division really gets going. So let's look at those 2-year-olds beginning at Los Alamitos. A rambunctious group here goes 350 yards, with the headliner, Double Down 1, 2, 3, rallies well to drive past her Mania Rosa stablemate, MV Royal Papacito, with another Arosa trainee, Jess Dynasty Time third. Winner of the Grade 2 Robert Adair Kindergarten Futurity in May, Double Down 1, 2, 3 is from the first crop of multiple champion Flying Cowboy 1, 2, 3. She's owned by Taos River Ranch LLC and Randy Young, and ridden by Armando Cervantes. At Prairie Meadows, outside Des Moines, 10 went postward, but number 9, She's a Famous Candy, justifies her heavy billing with a flawless effort under Edwin Escobedo. She's a Famous Candy steps away to a 3/4 length score over Apolitical Love, with Jess Full-Zuckying third. A California bred by One Famous Eagle, She's a Famous Candy races for Thomas J. Shekel, who spent $72,000 on the filly as a yearling. Jason Olmstead is the trainer. That same day at Ruidoso Downs, another 2-year-old won for the third time in 5 tries.
MFS Cheerios coming along at the rail, then Flying Sophia between horses. It's Acapulco Bay, MFS Cheerio closing the gap. Acapulco Bay, MFS Cheerio.
He's dressed like his stablemate, but down inside, MFS Cheerio beats Acapulco Bay by a head, with Flying Sophia third. From the Eddie Willis barn, MFS Cheerio is a KVN Corona gelding, bred in Oklahoma, and owned by RH Bros LLC and Anastasio Cavazos Jr. Justine Klaber with the ride. As we've seen, Prairie Meadows and Ruidoso Downs hosted challenges in multiple divisions this year. Each had an Adequan Derby challenge. So let's go back to Iowa for a look at the 3-year-old division. Trainer Stacy Charette Hill had a strong hand in this Prairie Meadows challenge, sending out the rail horse Curl's Paddy Wagon and the 3, A Legacy of Tales.
The Legacy of Tales trying to run down Curl's Paddy Wagon as they come down the lane. It's A Legacy of Tales now asserting dominance, and A Legacy of Tales is going to win the Adequan Prairie Meadows Derby Challenge.
A Legacy of Tales responds to a hand ride from Christian Escada to draw away from Mrs. KVN and 5 Bar Signs to win for the 6th time at Prairie Meadows. This Grade 3 winner is an Oklahoma-bred gelding by Wagon Tails, bred and owned by Donald Friesen. It's a tight finish in the Adequan Ruidoso Derby Challenge. Leading Flair is the winner. Let's watch them in action. First, the 6 Innocente in the red blinkers moves directly to the outside fence, while Big Dream Baby slides off the inside. Number 3, Leading Flair saves his best for last.
Big Dream Baby bearing out. We have a cavalry charge. Big Dream Baby. Here's Leading Flair. Leading Flair defeats Big Dream Baby by a head, with Innocenti third. Ridden by Alan Hernandez for trainer Wes Giles. Leading Flair is 3 for 5 lifetime, and a South Dakota bred by Flair for Ivory, owned by Sherry Wardell. The Grade 1 Bank of America Racing Challenge Championship is always the centerpiece of championship night, and will be again in October, with one of the qualifiers being current world champion Impressum. More on him in a bit. But let's start our look at more championship division qualifiers, beginning at Prairie Meadows. This Grade 2 at the classic 440-yard distance brought out top-notch efforts from Nothing Like You and One Fabulous Boy.
Two split away from the others. Apolitical Red Flash is third. Here comes One Fabulous Boy making a race of it with Nothing Like You. One Fabulous Boy takes the lead and gets the win.
It's a track record of 21.02 seconds for One Fabulous Boy under Angel Ramirez. By far the best showing of this Oklahoma bred's career, which has spanned 12 races with 6 victories. A Diane and Paul Wolf homebred, trained by Edward Hardy. The 4-year-old son of One Fabulous Eagle defeats Nothing Like You by 3/4 with Apolitical Red Flash third. Here's another championship qualifier that loves to win. His Time to Deal. His 10th win from 23 starts came at Retama Park in Selma, Texas, and put him in the BOA Championship for the 2nd straight year. His Time to Deal takes aim from the outside under Ali Rivera and holds off the gray DM Moon Pie with Peeves Gambler third. Bred and owned by Pete Scarmardo, His Time to Deal is a Texas-bred son of Deal Game, trained by John Steinbow. A graded winner, His Time to Deal ran 4th in last year's BOA Championship. The beautifully bred A Trace of Eagle went postward a heavy favorite in the BOA Arapahoe Championship Challenge. Breaking from post 3, This son of one fabulous eagle and $500,000 earner A Trace of Paint left little doubt who was best. He tussles with number 7 Indeed in the early stages, but eventually draws off to beat Indeed by a length, with Just Call Me Jess on the extreme outside third. Ruben Castro with the winning mount. Owned by Bella Vista Farms and trained by Eddie Lee Willis, A Trace of Eagle is an Oklahoma-bred 4-year-old who fashioned wins this spring in the Mr. Jet Moore and D. Raper Sooner State Stakes against Oklahoma-breds, both graded events. This was his first foray into the BOA Racing Challenge Series. Out to Los Alamitos for its Grade 2 Championship Challenge, and all eyes on reigning world champion Impressum in Post 2. Already a winner of 7 Grade 1s, he has a tough go with Scoops Dynasty here.
It's Impressum with Scoops Dynasty giving the race. Scoops is kicking. It's a photo. It's a very close photo.
About as close as it gets, but Impressum gets the nod over an ultra-game Scoops Dynasty with Jets third. Ridden by Rodrigo Vallejo and trained by Heath Taylor, Impressum wins for the 21st time and adds a second Grade 2 to his resume that includes the aforementioned 7 Grade 1s. He's an Oklahoma-bred 5-year-old gelding by Apolitical Jess, bred and owned by Jeff Jones and Steve Holt. So numerous impressive showings from these qualifiers and more to come as the regional schedule draws to a close in the coming weeks. Stay with us for all that action, the championships preview, and results from Lone Star Park on October 21st. I'm Jim Byers. Thanks for watching, and from all of us at Raceview Network, please look for us next time on the AQHA Racing Challenge Update.